going on, my N1T squad, and welcome back to the channel. So this is part 3 of the official Pace Yourself Grand Prix build. So today, oh yeah, you know what I'm about to say. Today. We're going to get this car fully assembled, fired up today. Now, I primed the oil on the motor. If you look behind the power steering pump, there's like a square bolt. That's the size of a 1/4-inch ratchet. It'll look like this. That size. Focus, damn it. I don't think it's gonna focus. Anyway, you get the deal. So I put oil in there, turned the motor manually by hand, but I had oil come out where the oil neck was. But the oil pump itself is primed. But I'm still going to go the extra mile, and I'm gonna take the spark plugs back out and prime the motor for 60 seconds like I usually do. So before I get to the point of first start. So yeah, shout out to myself for having my work area already set up. Tools is already put up, so I ain't gotta run around like a chicken trying to find all my tools. So all right, so I think I'm gonna start off today. I'm gonna get the bell housing bolts on the transmission. I'm gonna get those tightened up, and then I'll put the crossover pipe on, and then just get my body in shape before I have to go under this car. So I'll just do a couple things up top, because once I get in the bottom, like I gotta jack the transmission up so I can put the which I have to take that cover off. I gotta put the spacer on the transmission mount. But yeah, it's a bunch of stuff I gotta do. My dumb ass forgot when I had the motor out, I didn't clean the mating surface. You can't see the power steering pump's in the way. I didn't clean the mating surface of the oil neck, so I gotta clean that. No big deal. And scrape all the old gaskets off. It would have been easier with the motor out, but yeah, I just gotta clean that up, and once I get that cleaned up, I can finish assembly down low. This will probably be just because I want to be extra careful with this car. It's about let's see what time it is. It's 10:24 in the morning right now. This will probably take me till about 8, 9 o'clock tonight. Probably. It's going to be a long day. Like I said, I'm going to pace myself. I'm going to take my time, make sure everything is good and perfect. If it was my car, because I know my car and stuff like that, and if I scratch it, it's my fault, I'd have my car done in like 5 hours. But this, I'm going to take my time, make sure it's done correctly, cleanly. And yeah, we'll get it started up. I'm trying to get myself together so I'm talking too much, because I'm not ready to do this, man. Oh man, I'm not ready. But all right, man. Let me let's go ahead and get this initiated. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna button up the bottom. I'm halfway done. When I'm done, because I can't get a good camera angle and lighting for down there, so forgive me on that. But it's one thing I want to show real quick. Let me see if I can get the camera back there. Somebody asked me about that bolt in the back of the block. Man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to it. Let me see. It's okay. You might be able to see it right there. You see that little bolt? I hope I got the right camera around. But right there, that little, it's like a square bolt where you could put a 1/4 inch ratchet right there. You take that out and put some oil in there. You can prime the motor. But all right, I'm gonna get back to work. When I'm done, I'll show you guys the process or the progress of down there. I can't record that because all you're gonna see is my butt crack, my legs. So I'll just button it up down there, and then I'll give you guys the update on that, and then we'll move on to me showing you guys putting the top of the motor together. All right, so I got everything on the bottom done. So let's do a little walkthrough. So I got the trans mount spacer on there. Okay, so I just got to put the plastics on, and then we got the brakes hooked back up, CV axle. We got the oil filter on, oil neck. Oh man, nose is running. Got the bitch bracket, all that hooked up. AC compressor's back on. Power steering pump's back on. And then I'll go underneath and show real quick. Oh no. Okay. Motor mount's hooked up. Knock sensor. Oil leveler. Starter. Plastics. I can clip that one back on. The grounds. All that. The bracket for the AC compressor. I ain't skipped nothing. Knock sensor. We all good. So I just gotta wipe the pan real good. And then I'm done under here. I'm done. Put the plastics back. Oh yeah, CV axle's back on, you can see. It's all good. So yeah, my mess that I made underneath here is cleaned up. Like I said, I just gotta wipe the pan one more time. And then so next, oh my God, man, I'm too big for done to this. Oh man, I can't count how many times I ain't got on this floor. All right. So next, what I'm gonna do now is I can go ahead and put the crossover pipe in. Call that done, and then I'm gonna put some oil in here. Pull the spark plugs out. Then I'm gonna put the battery tray back on and put the battery in there so I can get power to the car. And I'm gonna rotate the motor for 60 seconds, and then finish assembling the motor for there. So before I start recording, I'm gonna go ahead and put the plastics back on, and then I'll start recording. So let me get back to work.
Darkness on the beat.
Okay, so this took me a quite long time to get this crossover bolt on, or crossover pipe, because I didn't get the right bolts. So I had to finagle, I know the word, to make it work. But I think I made it work. So now that's on. It's I gotta swap out PCMs, put the throttle body back together, and I put the mount back on for now. But I'm gonna put everything back together over here, and then I'm gonna put some oil in it, and then next time I come back, we're gonna crank this thing over.
Listen.
I had to stop the videos. I had to call Chris about this wire right here, make sure I didn't do something wrong. I guess he just had a old Viper alarm, so we just gonna leave that right there. All right, let me get back to work. All right, so before I crank the car, just want to show that we're about 90% done. Got that all put together. Got all this hooked up. Everything hooked up back there. I just got to put that in the alternator. And then I'm going to run the belt in. Got the battery tray back in. So now what I'm gonna do is, which I didn't do it yet, took a break. I gotta pull the spark plugs out, and then I'm gonna throw the battery in. Before I crank it over, I'm actually gonna prime the pump because I want to make sure. I'm like 75% that these injectors won't leak, but I got a feeling they're gonna leak. But I'm gonna prime the pump, make sure I don't have a leak. Hopefully I don't. Then I'm gonna disconnect the fuel pump, and then I'm gonna crank it for 60 seconds. So let me get these plugs out. All right, so now we're ready to crank the car over. Before I disconnect the fuel pump, I want to make sure that I don't have any leaks on the injectors. Like I said, I'm like 75% on that. So if you want to hold this camera, I'm gonna go and crank this. Wipe my hands first. All right, this ain't the first start we're gonna check. Bring the camera over here. I want you to focus on them three, and then them three back there, and then let me know if you see any fuel. You don't want to see.
He forgets I'm short.
Oh man. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Any fuel?
I don't see nothing.
One more time. No fuel?
No, I don't see nothing.
That's excellent. Excellent. I don't smell nothing. Just make sure there ain't nothing wet back here. Oh Lord. Oh yeah, we're dry. Excellent. Okay, now we're going to release the fuel. Hold up. Fucking fuel pump's 14. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're gonna release the fuel pump. Pull relay 14. Don't get so. Oh man, that's a bad. Make sure I got the right one. Yeah. All right, now I'm gonna crank this thing over for about 60 seconds. Now mind you, this is no spark plugs in the motor. Stop it right there. I heard how it sounded, so that's where I want it. All right. Well, that just confirms a whole lot right there. What I confirmed just now, one, nothing's bind up. Motor turned over, so that means my flex plate, my torque converter, my internal rotating assembly, and everything is proper. Rockers and everything is doing their job. The motor sound healthy, rotating. So no fuel leak. We got oil pressure. So yeah, this is about to be a pretty good first start. Now, one thing I'm like really not feeling right now is that downpipe bolt, but this bolt in the downpipe. Y'all see how big my hands is. This shit is man. So I'm gonna take me a break. Won't be a break for you guys, but I'm gonna get this downpipe bolted up and then finish putting this motor together. So let's get to it. All right, that took longer than what I expected. Putting that downpipe on, Lord Jesus, that was hard. But I got it in. I got all the spark plugs back in. So I'm just plugging those back in. So now it's the belts, coil pack bracket, ignition control module, and tidy that stuff up, add coolant, and I'm gonna fire it up. And once success, I'm gonna put the bumper and stuff back on, and that's gonna be the end of the video. So let's get to it. Well, it's time for first start. So I'm about to hand the wife the phone. You're gonna see the motor smoke. I gotta fill it up with antifreeze while the car is running. So let's go. First start, Nick Cam. Shit. This is gonna go all right. Depending if the tune's all right. Gonna be grumpy at first, but you'll be all right.
That was easy. Adding towards this and getting it straightened out. I do see crossover pipe. Crossover pipe. You're gonna need better bolts back here. There's an exhaust leak right there. But other than that, I did my thing. Ain't nothing leaking. So, yeah, I'm gonna, wow, sounding good. All right, so I'm gonna open the garage before I die. Carbon monoxide. Finish filling this up, and I'll catch you guys after I put the bumper and stuff back on.
yeah. Now y'all know you hear that victory music right now. It's official. We are done. It's 100% done. Everything was smooth. Everything's back together. And it looks like I never touched it. This was the ultimate goal. I don't mind that spillage right there. Like I said, that was from when I was putting coolant in. I ain't got no leaks. But we all done. I'm tired. I worked my butt off. I came, I saw, I conquered. And we're gonna go ahead and fire this thing on up one more time. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh. As you can see, there ain't no lights on. Nick Cam. All right, y'all. Next week, we're getting back on Almighty next week. Almighty got an appointment on the 19th. I definitely don't want to miss that. Oh wow, you came in pretty good. Well, y'all know when I do something, y'all know how I end the video. So I'll catch you guys on the next one.